Imagine Jack needs a chair. He doesn't know how to make one, but he lives near a forest and can chop down wood. If he had the time, he might be able to teach himself how to make a chair. Jill is in the next village and freezing because she does not have enough wood to keep the fire burning. But as it turns out, Jill is good at woodwork and would be happy to make a chair for Jack. To heat her home and make the chair for Jack, Jill just needs the wood. Whether it be goods, services, or ideas, both Jack and Jill have something that the other needs. We have neither the time nor the ability to be skilled in absolutely everything, and so we must rely on each other to survive and to satisfy our needs. We do this through division of labor and trade. This system has been applied to millions and millions of people, such as in the European single market, which guarantees over 440 million people the free movements of goods, services, capital, and labor. Free trade expands the diversity of goods available to us and lowers prices for consumers. Free trade is inseparable from the free market. They both enable us to look beyond our neighborhood and benefit from the goods, skills, and ideas of other people all over the world. Like the free market, free trade is inherently inclusive. Not only that, free trade is peaceful. If our neighbor has something we need, chances are we have a good or service or money that we can give them in exchange. The alternative would be to take what we need by force. But by using force, we would show that we cannot be trusted. In the long run, we would hurt our own interests. Free trade is politically beneficial because it helps prevent violence. As the economist Frédéric Bastiat once said, "When goods do not cross borders, soldiers will." This gentle commerce creates a win-win situation for all parties. People who trade become more prosperous, with everyone being able to focus on doing whatever they want to do or what they do well. The general population benefits as well, since products can be produced and sold more cheaply, leading to higher standards of living. What's more, because free trade is so peaceful and values the contributions of every single human being, it helps further human rights. Despite so many advantages, some people dislike free trade because they are involved in industries that appear to lose. Lower labor costs abroad means that foreign producers can sell more cheaply than domestic producers. Some therefore argue that certain businesses should be protected and supported. Unfortunately, this undermines competition, which pushes domestic businesses to find better ways of doing things. And for every business that disappears, there are new businesses opening and job opportunities being created. Other people dislike free trade because they might not trust another country. Take, for example, the Transatlantic Trade and Investment Partnership, or TTIP, between the USA and the EU. TTIP is estimated to increase the EU's GDP by 0.5% every year after 2030, including wage increases of 0.5%. These increases would lead to more diversity in goods and a higher standard of living. But some dislike the secrecy of negotiations and fear that TTIP would lower EU regulations on everything from food to pesticides and the environment. On the contrary, we should not be surprised that negotiations need some privacy. The EU tends to raise quality and regulation standards in those countries that enter into trade agreements with the EU, which has proven beneficial in improving environmental standards around the world. The EU today is the largest trading bloc in the world, with 41 trade agreements with 72 countries. The single market is estimated to have created 2.8 million jobs. Between 1993 and 2013, the EU saw product quality improve and price reductions amounting to 24 billion euros per year for EU consumers. Similarly, the digital single market generates benefits estimated at 985 billion euros annually. One study estimated that reintroducing trade barriers within the EU would lead to a GDP decrease between 4 to 20%, depending on the country. The massive boost to prosperity and human rights generated by free trade within the EU is slowly being extended through deep and comprehensive free trade areas to neighboring countries such as Georgia, Moldova, and Ukraine, integrating them into EU single market and providing them with a potential pathway to EU membership in the future. Free trade has not only helped Europeans, but also the rest of the world by lifting 1 billion people out of poverty. Free trade has made for greater ease and prosperity than we have ever known. We should strive for more free trade, to create more win-win scenarios, to increase wealth, and to push higher standards for environment and safety.